Screen share. I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Respected chairperson, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, researchers, students and participants, a very warm good evening to everyone. It is my great pleasure and privilege to introduce our resource person for today's session, Dr. Gurbaksh Singh, Head Department of Agriculture, Khalsa College, Amritsar. I extend a heartfelt welcome to Sir and sincerely thank him for accepting our invitation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in our giving a warm virtual round of applause to welcome our esteemed speaker, Dr. Gurbaksh Singh.
Okay. Okay. I'm ready. Thank you, ma'am. ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਸੁਣ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਰੇ?
Yes, sir.
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ, ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਹੈ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਅੱਜ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ। ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਹੈ ਕਲਾਈਮੇਟ ਦਾ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਹੈ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੇਟਡ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਰਿਲੇਟਡ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਹੈ, ਇਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਆਪਾਂ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ। ਟੌਪਿਕ ਹੈ ਆਪਣਾ ਕਲਾਈਮੇਟ ਚੇਂਜ। ਮੇਰੀ ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਕੁਛ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਕੁਛ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਬੋਲਾਂਗਾ। ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇਹ ਕਲਾਈਮੇਟ ਚੇਂਜ, ਵਾਟ ਇਜ਼ ਕਲਾਈਮੇਟ ਚੇਂਜ, ਇਹਦੇ ਰੀਜ਼ਨ ਕੀ ਨੇ, ਇਹਦੇ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ ਕੀ ਨੇ, ਇਹਦੇ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਡਿਊਸ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਕੀ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਟੇਜੀਜ਼ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਸਾਇੰਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਐਗਰੀਕਲਚਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੋਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਪਸ਼ਨਸ ਨੇ। ਉੱਥੋਂ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਫੋਨ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ। ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਰ। ਮੇਰਾ ਮਾਈਕ ਤਾਂ ਮਿਊਟ ਕਰਿਓ ਮੈਨੂੰ। We are discussing about climate change. Now, you are the student of BSc Agriculture and someone assistant professor in this agriculture system. You all know the difference between weather and climate. Weather is daily changes of the climatic parameters, and climate is long term. And now, what is happening to our climate? Main thing is change in temperature. Most of the things you know, but I collected some. I focused on some different things, like the reason for climate change are in
सर आपकी स्लाइड्स नहीं शो हो रही
screen show.
नहीं हो रही सर
Screen show share नहीं हो रही. From my
Slides
side, from my side, screen is sharing, and I am watching that.
सर स्लाइड नहीं शो हो रही है स्क्रीन
Slide.
शेयर है स्लाइड्स नहीं शो हो रही
स्लाइड भी शो होनी चाहिए, तो स्लाइड वेट फॉर 1 मिनट. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਤੇ ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਹੋਣਾ. ਮੇਰੀ ਬਾਤ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਤੇ ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਹੋਣੀ. स्क्रीन शेयर हो रही है.
यस सर हो रही
ओके, थैंक यू.
है
Sorry for delay. Global reasons for climate change. Number access to millions years old buried sunlight in form of fossil fuels, coal, diesel. इस समय हमारी जो एसेस है, जो मिलियंस ईयर बैक जो सोलर एनर्जी स्टोर हुई थी इन फॉर्म ऑफ फॉसल फ्यूल्स, कोल, डीजल, उसमें हमारी एसेस बढ़ गई है. जैसे वर्ल्ड ओवर एवरेज देखें तो हमारी जो पर कैपिटा एनर्जी यूज है वो डाइटरी एनर्जी में इतनी नहीं है. जैसे ग्लोबल एवरेज है 28 किलो कैलोरीज पर डे, लेकिन जो टोटल एनर्जी यूज है वो 48,000 किलो कैलोरी है. हमारी जो रहने सहने के जो तरीके हैं जो हमारा जो पैशन जो तरीके हैं उनमें फॉसल फ्यूल और डीजल की जो कंजम्पशन है, जो ईयर ओल्ड बरीड सनलाइट थी, उसको हमने असेस कर लिया है, तो उसको हमने बर्निंग शुरू कर दिया उसका। जैसे ये जो डिफरेंस है, हाई इनकम जो जो लोग हैं उनकी जो डाइटरी एनर्जी है दैट इज 3400 प्लस है, और टोटल एनर्जी जो कंजम्पशन है वो 1,80,000 कैलोरीज, किलो कैलोरीज पर डे। जिस जो हमारी जो एसेस है, जो हम जैसे ही जो हमारे पास इनकम बढ़ रही है हमारी, जिनकी भी बढ़ रही है, तो जो उसका कंज्यूम करना, जो एनर्जी का कंज्यूम करने का जो हमारे पास पावर आ गया है वो बढ़ रही है। तो जो भी जो एनर्जी जो नेचर की जो अर्थ में जो स्टोर हुई है, यदि वो बाहर आ जाएगी तो वो उस हमारा क्लाइमेट को चेंज करेगी, टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज कर रही है। जो इसमें जो क्लाइमेट चेंज में जो जो मेन जो क्लाइमेट चेंज करते हैं उनमें मेन है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड। जो प्री इंडस्ट्रियल लेवल था 280 ppm, now this concentration is increased from 280 to 424 ppm, and in case of methane that was 722, and now that is 1934 parts per billion. Main climate change gas is carbon dioxide, because it remain in the atmosphere in millions of the years, and methane have its 28 to 36 times more global warming potential, but it remain in atmosphere on average 12 years. Similarly, nitrous oxide concentration before pre-industrial level was 270 parts per billion. Then now it is 337. Its atmospheric lifetime is 110 years. Global warming potential of nitrous oxide is 270. These three gases are main contributing the climate change, global warming. Other sulfur dioxide and particulate matter from fossil fuels have longevity of only days to weeks. They are washed out by rain, meaning their atmospheric impact, cooling or smoke disappearance almost immediately if we stop burning the fuels. Main culprit is carbon dioxide, which is stored from million of years, and now we have high access to burn these. Main to control this climate change, there was a line that we have to stop our temperature, which is 1.5 degrees centigrade was goal. Our goal was in 2030 reduction of this gas was 43 to 45 by 2023 compared to 2019 level. The goal was in 2050 that this emission should be zero, but in actually this is not happening. This earlier it was estimated that the potential was 1.5 degrees centigrade in 100 years, but the actually is 2.6 degrees centigrade to 3.1 degrees centigrade by the end of this century. Now what are the impact of this rising carbon in the atmosphere, rising temperature, rising carbon dioxide in our environment? by 1.1 degrees centigrade since 19th century, 0.2 degrees centigrade per decade in 1981, 0.2 degrees centigrade temperature increasing, resulting this shrinking cryospheres, poles and mountain glaciers, Arctic warming 3 to 4 times faster than the rest of the world. The most vulnerable areas are poles and mountains, higher latitudes, higher altitudes. They are more prone to this increasing temperature. At higher atmosphere, cooling is increasing. Heat trapped closer to the earth. Heat is trapping near the earth, which is very dangerous. Sea level rises 20 centimeters in last century. Ocean acidification, marine life, and coral reef threatened. Extreme weather events, floods, droughts, heat waves, cloud burst, changing precipitation pattern, warmer atmosphere, greater moisture holding, and when temperature increasing, the water holding capacity of air is increased. You may notice in this year only, there is very different type of climate. In last year, there was no this type of environment, this type of weather. In this year, the weather is very different because temperature increased near the earth level, and with increase in temperature, water holding capacity increased, which makes suffocation. Other effects are habitat loss, desertification. In this climate change, the term is climate volatility. Climate volatility is the events which occur during the climate change. Climate change during this volatility, the events they occur frequently. Intensity, unpredictable weather and climate extremes. For example, severe heat waves, unseasonal drought, and sudden heavy rainfall, snowfall, and difficulty in forecasting weather. These are the climate volatility. Other things, biophysical limits approached, soil fertility, water and nutrient cycle under strain, ecosystem degradation, non-judicious use of fertilizers, and habitat destructions are the result of climate change. Heavy fossil fuel use in the form of fertilizer and farm machinery, climate volatility, disrupting yield through floods, droughts, heat waves, and shifting pest populations. Rising consumption of processed and exotic foods, longer food miles. Food is moving from one place to other places, long distance cover, which are also increased transportations and resulting more fossil fuels, use of more fossil fuels. Agriculture related climate issues are intensive heat waves. Due to intensive heat waves, the region experience frequent severe heat waves rising maximum temperature and warmer nights. When nights become warmer, it leads to more respiration, less yield, productivity decreased when nights become more warmer. Erratic rainfall and floods. This change in climate due to increase in temperature, the monsoon pattern has become highly unpredictable. This happened in this year also due to El Nino effect. Extremely heavy short duration rainfall has caused devastating flash floods and landslides, especially in Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Winter anomalies, weakening western disturbance have led to warmer, drier winter and persistent smog, reducing crucial snowpack and rain. Glacial retreat. Rising temperatures are accelerating glacier melt in the Himalaya. Water insecurity. Changes in precipitation and snow melt are increasing. Fresh water resources and increasing flood risk downstreams. Crop losses. Erratic monsoon, water scarcity, and heat stress and declining water rains affecting crop yields. Air pollution and smog. Limited rainfall and atmospheric changes increase smog levels enhanced by agriculture residue burning and urbanization. You all people may have seen that in Delhi area, the smog intensity increased in last few years. Farm area versus geographical area comparison across region Punjab. In India, farm area is 85% of geographical area. Punjab is more worsened with this climate change. In case of India, the 55% is farm area of geographical area. China have 15%. Monoculture compared to other states, in case of Punjab, issue of Punjab is, or Punjab or Haryana, much higher than even adjoining Haryana. Productivity of Punjab is also higher, 12 ton per hectare per annum across 3 million hectare. And state as small as Punjab contributing 30 to 50% of food grain for national pool for more than 100 seasons without a dip. Cultivation of ecologically contraindicated crop at least 50%. Contraindicated crop mean which crop are not suitable to ecologically suitable to this area, they are also growing in this area. Ecological suited crops are those which not affect the ecology of the region. The traditional crops were ecologically suitable to this area. Proportion of agri region which uses groundwater, that is 78%. Groundwater extraction to recharge ratio, it is have give big gap. Recharge is less, extraction is more. Agricultural land highly vulnerable to non-agriculture uses. This scenario is a Punjab area. Aquifer recharges pathway blocked, contamination channel open, soil nutrient minings are the main constraints of this at present situations. Momentum toward increasing of rice wheat dominated cropping pattern has continued. Rice acreage in the state has continued to grow, surpassing 3 million hectares in the last year. This rice wheat rotation we discussed because rice is the main reason of climate change. In rice area, there is anaerobic conditions resulting methane production. and loss of underground water. The number of tube wells in Punjab are 15 lakhs. Rice seller 75,000, growing steadily in number. Rice has clambered into a Kandi area. This rice area is going towards rivers. Rice acreage has swamped the cotton belt in the 6th cotton growing district of the southwest Punjab. Thus, where the area which was ecologically fit for cotton also coming under this rice. Spring maize as a third crop along with rice catching. And this spring maize is again demanding high amount of water, and it again decreasing the water table of the Punjab. This puddled rice have an agent of climate change is one of the important research paper. Rice cultivation, a contributor to climate change in India, Punjab, a prospect. There is a, you can see this paper. In this slide, you can see that area under rice is increasing. This red line is the area under rice from 1970 to 2020. Area is increasing. Area under rice crosses to 2 million hectares. Now it is 3 million hectares in Punjab. And in case of the monsoon rainfall departure in 1970, there was positive sign, but now in this monsoon rainfall was below normal for 18 years during 2000 to 2020. It is below normal. This is the impact of climate change. In last 18 years, the monsoon is below normal. Now come to we have studied the impact of climate change on and the reason of climate change. Now, what are the strategies to for agriculture? There are two things: adaptation and mitigation. So adaptation is climate smart crop varieties, and mitigation is climate smart agriculture practices. Climate smart practices. What are the climate smart practices? Conservation tillage, reducing the eliminating plowing, or you can say no tillage, use of no tillage to keep carbon trapped in the soil and improve water retention. Cover cropping, planting legumes or grasses during off season to prevent erosion, fix nitrogen naturally, and add organic matter to the soil. Next is biochar application. Adding stable carbon. Biochar is a stable carbon. Otherwise, organic matter is not stable. When organic matter decomposes, it decomposes into carbon dioxide, which again release into the atmosphere. Application of biochar, which can store carbon for hundreds of years while improving fertility. Biochar is a recent you can say technique. Regenerative agriculture, a holistic approach focused on restoring soil health and biodiversity. Crop diversification, growing multiple crop varieties or switching to crops like the groundnut or pearl millet, which are more drought tolerant. Agroforestry, integrating trees and shrubs with the crop or livestock. Integrating farming, combining crop with livestock or fisheries. Precision agriculture, utilizing drones, IoT sensors, and GPS-guided machinery to apply water and fertilizer only where needed, reducing waste and emissions. Three principles of conservation agriculture. Conservation agriculture is strategy to combat climate change. Three principles are minimum mechanical soil disturbance, mean no tillage. Permanent organic soil cover, mean mulching. And species diversification, crop rotations. There are three principles of conservation agriculture can help in this present era of climate change. We have to do conservation agriculture. 10 elements of agroecology. 10 elements of agroecology by FAO. They are diversity, synergistic agriculture. In our agriculture system, there should be a diversity in terms of crops, in terms of in farming, synergistic effect, that we should to combine the crops activities in agriculture which have synergistic effects. 10 elements of agro-ecosystem. Third, recycling. The agriculture having human and social values, responsible governance, resilience, efficiency, co-creation and sharing of knowledge, cultural and food tradition, circular and solidarity economy. So we have to follow these 10 elements of agroecology. Multiple narrative of regenerative agriculture, restoration of our profit, regenerative organic agriculture, agrarian permaculture, regenerative cultures, deep holism, First Nation agroecology and food sovereignty, and subtle energies. Other scientific work which will help in to combat climate change is drought and heat tolerance in tall traditional wheat varieties. Our desi wheat varieties have potential to combat high temperature climate change. Physiological and biochemical basis of stress tolerance, molecular genetic basis are we have scope to combat this climate change effect. Transfer of tolerance, high yielding modern dwarf wheats. Resulting with this technology, heat tolerance tied greater amount of soluble carbohydrates in the long peduncle of tall land races. Low chlorophyll content in tall land races reduce solar energy capture and terminal heat stress. Heat stress tolerance factor from desi wheat not transferable to high yielding. You can see actually in ground level what is happening. India is the first country in the world to develop genome edited rice varieties. DR Tan, 100 Kamala derived from Samba Mashuri matures 15 to 20 days earlier and yield 25% more. In this day and time, solution is developing varieties having short duration, giving more yield. This climate change also increase salinity problems. We have to develop saline tolerant varieties. Pusa DST rice 1 is salinity and alkalinity tolerant and yield 30% higher under saline conditions. Cultivation in 5 million hectare anticipated to produce 4.5 million tons of additional paddy. I discussed those things which is not common in our discussions. You all know that we all everywhere it is discussed that grow more plants. You all know plants also help in to reduce the effect of climate change. Increasing plants will help to plants store carbon dioxide and increase precipitation. So you are BSc agriculture students, some teachers are there. So I did not touch these points. And now this is my presentation. Now you can ask any question. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of Edu-Mentors Pvt Limited, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker for delivering an insightful and highly informative lecture on climate change issues and strategies to mitigate its impact in agriculture. Your excellent presentation provided a comprehensive understanding of the challenges posed by climate change to global agriculture and highlighted effective strategies for building resilient and sustainable farming systems. The practical insights you shared on climate adaptation, resource conservation, sustainable agriculture practices, and informative mitigation measures were highly valuable and appreciated by all participants. Your expertise, experience, and dedication have inspired students, researchers, academicians, extension professionals to adopt climate smart approaches that enhance productivity while protecting our natural resources and ensuring future food security. We sincerely appreciate the time, effort, and knowledge you shared with us during the International Summer School Training Program on Climate Resilient Agriculture and Allied Sciences. Your contribution has made today's session engaging, informative, and impactful for everyone. It was truly an honor to have you with us, and we look forward to welcoming you again for future lectures, training programs, webinars, and academic collaborations. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for calling.
Participants, you may leave now.